All right, welcome back in. Well, you know what? Good morning. I'll say that first. Welcome back into Market Day Report. I'm Scott Shellady, otherwise known as the Cow Guy. Thank you very much for tuning us in. Hopefully you keep us on with you all day long in the background somewhere, in the garage, the barn, the shop, the office, wherever. But we appreciate you taking us with you wherever you go. This is now the second half of the show. Tony St. James has handed me the baton. Let's take a look and see how these prices have been going. Had a good radio show this morning. We had a call-in. We do Friday call-ins, by the way, just so you know. Rural Radio, Sirius XM channel 147 at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. We do the commodity rep call-in on Fridays. We had a great show today. People calling in. We talk about what they want to talk about this time. Isn't that crazy? We listen to what the viewer wants to do, our listener wants to do. But it was a good show. You should do it. 1-855-776-6147. I'll keep doing that every now and again, but we want to see what you have to say on Fridays. Corn, how about this? We're up 3 3/4 cents. It can go higher. All right, there we go. Back to that 420 something level. 422 3/4 is last. That's a new high of the day. We've had a 5 3/4 cent range. March is up 3.5 cents to 434 1/4. Let's go to the beans. We have some green on the screen. We do. Boy, it's been a rough week, so it's nice to see this type of action on a Friday for sure. 16.5. Well, we had this last Friday too. Well, 16.5 cents better in Jan. 10.03 3/4 is back is last, and that's back above that $10 line. 14.5 cents better in the March to 10.13 3/4. All good there. We're back above the $10 line there as well. So we'll take that for sure. That's soybeans. We've got some solid double-digit gains. How about wheat? That's up too. 9 1/4 cents in Dees, Chicago wheat. 5.39.5 is last there. 8 1/4 cents better in the March to 5.56.5. From Chicago, we go to the hard red in Kansas City. That's up 6 3/4 in Dees. That's 5.39 3/4 is last there. March is up 5 1/4 cents to 5.52. If we move out to see the spring wheat, what's going on in Minneapolis? 7 3/4 cents better there in the Dees to 5.74 1/4. March is up 6.5 cents to 5.92 1/4. Let's take a look at cotton. What's going on there? Cotton is, drum roll please, it's not doing well today, folks. We're off 149 points to 66.83 in Dees. That hurts. And we're only about 8 cents or 8 points off the low of the day there. All right, let's bring in our next guest analyst, Mr. Joe Barker. He's with CHS up in Amber Grove Heights. He's the second time we've had him on this week, so he's a star. So he's probably got a little bit of a following now. You might want to open up a merch store there, Joe.
Well, thanks, Scott. It's been quite a day. A little bit of a midday reversal working in the corn and the beans. But corn back above that 420. We are just 1 week away from option expiration on the December contracts. We do need to keep an eye on that 420 strike and what that ends up meaning. We're also about a week and a half away from deliveries on December corn. We're certainly watching the Dees March corn spread. That's vital to our grain industry. Keeping an eye on that and the wheat spreads have come in as well. So it's just some basic blocking and tackling in this market for our customer base. But with the flat price reversal like this, it is nice to see. And for the growers out there, we'll have to see if we can get these corn back to that, 435, 440 level, and they might take a look at selling some more.
All right. Now, if I didn't know any better, you're not in the office, are you?
No, I'm working from home today. It's Friday.
Well, it looks like
rural Wisconsin.
Yeah, it looks like you're in an office, like in an elevator or something. Like you got your own blinds there. So
I'm in my kitchen, actually.
Yeah. Well, good stuff. Remember, we had this feeling last Friday, didn't we? Should we take some caution there?
Again, we did have a bullish crop report on Friday, and a negative reaction and a lack of follow through. So yes, we need to be cautious. I've talked to some commentators that there's a chance we could see some improvement in people's opinion on the Brazilian crop. We'll have to see what comes out here, but the weather picture's really changed down there, and that'll be coming in the next few weeks. So yes, I think we should be cautious. Personally, I think the market's kind of range bound here, at least till we get through option expiration next week. So I guess that's kind of my focus right now.
And then, you're leaning into these rallies. If you do get corn in 430, 435, you want to let some go if you're light, and same with beans. And
end users, we want to buy at 410,
right?
Or so. So yeah, I feel like there's a range established. And we'll just have to see. Now, if it breaks out the range, you buy the breakout, you buy high and sell higher, but we'll see what comes up.
All right. That's great stuff as usual. Thank you very much. Joe Barker comes to us from Amber Grove Heights. Well, no, that's Wisconsin. You just said it doesn't say Amber Grove Heights. Anyway, he's with CHS. We like those guys a lot. We're going to go away. We're going to pay some bills. We'll figure out where we're at there. And we'll come back and talk more livestock with me right after this.